Yes guys, and welcome back to yet another FIFA 21 based video, where today I will be going through the Premier League team of the season, the best budget players to buy. Now the players have settled down in price, so I'm going to show you which players are the best to buy, what are the best budget, which ones not to buy, and which ones are the most meta. So if you are new here, it'll be greatly appreciated if you could subscribe, and if you do want to see more content like this, then make sure you subscribe and comment down below. So without further ado, let's get into the team. So as you can see here, we've got Ederson, Fofana, Ruben Diaz, Cancelo, Luke Shaw, Bruno, De Bruyne, Rashford. We've also got Salah, Kane and Son. Now, you can see clearly right away, we've got a lot of attackers, with basically all of our midfield in the main team being attackers. We've also got Son, Kane and Salah. Of course, they're all attackers. Defence is okay. And on the bench, you've got Vardy, yet another attacker. Gundogan, more of a box-to-box mount, more of an attacker. And Souček, a CDM. So the team is very, very attacking, and that means prices are going to be really high, because in the game, you're going to see a lot of your cams. So Ederson is going to be the one we're going to start off with. He's, of course, 109k on PlayStation anyways. And as you can see here, he's actually a very nice card. He's got only 107k on Xbox, 109k on PS4. A very nice card, but of course, he is a goalkeeper, which is going to influence his price. So as you can see here, his price has dropped from around 200k back down to 100k. So if I were you, I'd wait a few days before you buy this card. The next player I'm going to show you about is going to be Fofana. Now, as you can see, Fofana has the same pace as Ruben Diaz. In my opinion, Fofana is better, and I'll show you why in a second. He's obviously, I think he's more agile. He's obviously been meta with his future stars, but no, Fofana, in my opinion, is a big must-buy. I think he's way better than Ruben Diaz, as you can see here. You do not want to play him anywhere except from centre-back, and of course, that is his, I don't know why I'm on his, what's it called, his thing. So as you can see here, CDM and centre half are the best positions to play for Fofana. I've seen a lot of people play him at centre CDM, but for me, he's clearly not fast enough. So centre back is the best position to play this Fofana card. And as you can see, his 83 pace does help him a lot. His 90 and 90 physicality and defending also helps him a lot. So the next card I want to talk to you guys about is actually going to be this Ruben Diaz. Now, I'm not going to go into too much depth with these players, guys, but Ruben Diaz, as you can see here, he's much more expensive than Fofana. I've seen a lot of reviews on these cards, and Ruben Diaz, I have actually, going to be honest with you, I have not seen good stuff about him. Apparently, he's clunky, he's slow, he's not agile enough. So yeah, Ruben Diaz, I would avoid him. Luke Shaw, now this is a very controversial one. As you can see here, Luke Shaw is actually only 89 rated, the same as Fofana. In my opinion, he deserves a much higher rating, especially if Wan-Bissaka is getting a 92. So with Luke Shaw, what I've seen most people do and what I recommend is playing him at centre-half. Guys, I know it's the reality these days. You have to play these cards at centre-halves if they have good physical, defending and pace. Of course, he's not got very good shooting, so he's not a Trent or, you know, a Cancelo. So in my opinion, he is a perfect centre-half. He's also got that short passing, which I really, really like in a centre-half. As you can see here, short passing 93 rated, the best in his passing stats. So speaking of Cancelo earlier, like I said, he is far better at shooting than most of the fullbacks. Now, with Cancelo, you can play him almost anywhere on this pitch. As you can see here, right mid, he's actually higher rated in his right mid position than his right back position. But if you have a right mid, then don't worry. I would not recommend playing this card at centre half, guys, and I'll tell you why now. His physicality stats are clearly not good enough with Luke Shaw. His stats in defending and physical are absolutely brilliant. With Cancelo, he's only got 82 physicality, which is clearly not good enough for a centre half. So if you are going for a centre half, go with Luke Shaw. But with Cancelo, you can play him at centre mid, or right back. They are probably the positions I recommend playing him. I would not go higher than centre mid because his shooting probably is not good enough. So now we're going to move on to Marcus Rashford, probably the best player in this team. As you can see here, he is the most expensive by a long way. He's almost 1,000,000 coins, by far the most expensive player. And you can see here why that is. He's got that 99 pace, that 92 shooting, that 91 pass, and 94 dribbling. It's actually superb because you do not need to put a hunter on him or anything to increase his pace. As you can see here, he's much more expensive on that PlayStation rather than Xbox. His pace is stupidly good. His shooting again really, really good. What I really like at this card is his shot power, and his finishing is 92. Passing again pretty decent. He's got that short pass in 95. Dribbling again brilliant. Physical is actually very, very good. That 99 stamina is going to really help you in game because he's not going to get worn out. And yeah, if anything, he's actually been rising in price, so I would not recommend waiting to get this card. I'd either get him now, or do not get him at all. So, as you can see here, a brilliant card, and he's probably the best card in the team of the season. De Bruyne, and now De Bruyne and Bruno, there's not much explanation really, however I will tell you who's better. By looking at the stats, you can clearly see Bruno has more pace, he has more shooting, he's got the same passing, he's got more dribbling, and he's got a little less physical, which means Bruno is by far the better card, guys. If you're going to pick one of these up, then definitely be Bruno, but he is a million coins more expensive, which definitely shows the difference in class. Of course, you do not really need physicality for a cam. 86 is still enough. Defending, you do not really need. But Bruno, guys, is by far the better card. I know De Bruyne has a Hullet card, but that really does not matter when Bruno has nearly 10 pace more, nearly 5 shooting more, which is really good. Mohamed Salah. Now, Mohamed Salah is actually very similar to this Marcus Rashford card. As you can see here, they both have 99 pace. Salah has 3 more shooting, which is actually a lot more. He's got that extra passing. He's got more dribbling. He's got less physical though, and he's of course got the same defending. So with Salah, I actually don't know why he's so cheap. Maybe he's not as agile in game, because Rashford, maybe has he got the 5-star? I'm not even sure. If you can find that out, that'd be brilliant. But I'm not sure why Salah's cheaper. If you can see why, make sure to comment down below. But for me, Salah's actually a brilliant card, as you can see here. Right wing, left wing, centre forward, cam are his best positions. You do not want to play him any further down because he's not got them defending stats. So moving on to the Premier League striker in the team, it's actually going to be Harry Kane. Now with Harry Kane, the big letdown here, as you can guess, is his pace. Now with his pace, 88 pace, clearly is not that fast. He's more expensive on Xbox than he is on PS5 or PS4. So yeah, Kane, he's good, but his pace definitely lacks, and that you can clearly see that because he's only 535k. If you saw another 96 rated card, such as Salah, they are often over a million coins, but because Harry Kane's slow, his price has dropped down a lot. So as you can see here, he's actually dropping in price quite heavily. He was originally a 600k or 670k, now he's 520k, so almost 150k dropped, guys. So yeah, Kane, I would actually wait a while, of course. What I'd actually do with this Harry Kane card is probably play him as striker. Nothing else really, because he's not fast enough, he's not agile enough. As you can see here, his dribbling is good, but he's a bit clunky in game because I've used this gold card and he's in Thorns. So moving on to the last player in the team, it's actually going to be Heung-min Son. Now with Heung-min Son, he's a bit of a weird one really, because he hasn't got 99 pace. He's got absolutely fantastic shooting. His dribbling again is fantastic. His passing's okay. But Son, he's actually not that good. I know his card looks brilliant, but if you look at his passing, his physicality and defending, they really aren't that good, guys. So what really lets his card down is that physicality, of course. He will be falling over a lot. So as you can see here, he's really good at left wing and right wing. His gold card, of course, is brilliant. Of course, this player of the month is also brilliant as well. So now I'm going to go quickly over the subs. Now, number 1, in my opinion, will be this Mason Mount card. I think if he was 94 rated, such as Vardy, he would be a lot more expensive than Vardy. But because that 2 rating less, I think he drops in price, and I think that basically puts a lot of people off. Souček is actually a very solid CDM. As you can see, he has got a Hullet card. Even better, nothing goes below 83, which of course is his page, which does make him a lot cheaper. Gundogan again, he's got that 83 pace, which is really letting him down and dropping him in price. Vardy again, fantastic card. However, he has got way more pace than Harry Kane, but he's not as good because that dribbling, that passing, his passing really does let Vardy down. But trust me, guys, he's still brilliant. I would definitely recommend picking up Vardy. So now I'm going to go over which ones you should buy and shouldn't buy really quickly. So Edison, yes. Fofana, yes. Ruben Diaz, no. Cancelo, yes. Luke Shaw, yes. Bruno, yes. De Bruyne, no. Rashford, maybe he's a bit overpriced. Salah, yes. Kane, no. Son, I would go maybe. Souček, yeah, he's very cheap. Mason Mount, definitely. Ilkay Gundogan, no. And Vardy, yes, because of all of their prices. And you've got to remember, guys, you are paying a certain price for that player. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video there. If you do want to see more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. And anyways, have enough of that. If you have a nice day, have a nice week, and goodbye. And don't forget to subscribe.